Hey everybody, good morning. Welcome to the home show. We are in Ocala today. Ocala. This is the first home show they've had up here in a while. So I've got Chef Tim Martin with me from Kitchen Craft, and so you have a unique product, right? It's waterless cooking, which I completely don't understand, because I always think you need something in that pan to make it cook, but I guess I'm wrong.
You know, John, they're magic pots. I'm a pot dealer. Did you know?
Oh, you're a pot dealer.
I'm a pot dealer, but not that kind of pot.
Yeah,
not
okay.
that kind of pot. Okay. Yeah, waterless cookware been around for a long time.
Okay.
The company is 115 years old.
Wow.
And I've been with them about 12 years now.
Okay.
And a lot of people know about us. We're high-end cookware. We're high-end cookware.
Right.
And waterless basically means that you cook your vegetables without water. So you
Okay.
throw the veggies in the pot, no water in the pot, you put the lid on, usually, and then you let it go, and then a little bit of vapor comes out, you take it off the stove, it cooks real fast, real fast.
Wow.
It cooks in about 3 or 4 minutes, and you get, your fully cooked vegetables. 98% of the nutrients are still intact. Now, when you boil your vegetables, most people boil their vegetables.
Right.
When you boil at 212, water and heat are the two main enemies of your vegetables. But
Right.
When you boil at 212, you lose 50 to 80% of the nutrients. Right? Steaming takes place at 240, 250. It is healthier to steam than boil. Studies have shown this, but 89% of Americans oversteam. And if you oversteam by as little as 2 minutes, you're going to lose about 90% of your nutrients. Now, the microwave cooks your vegetables at 700 to 900 degrees.
Yeah.
10 seconds in that microwave, buddy, and you've destroyed all nutritional value. We cook at 180, and we maintain 98% of the nutrients.
Okay.
So that's the waterless aspect, but it's also greaseless too. So, which means these pots, in these pans, are 7 different layers of metal, and those layers of metal create a little thermal core, which is basically an oven on top of the stove. You can do waterless boiled eggs with this cookware. You can cook cakes on top of the stove. So it's
So my brain says no water, no grease, no nothing, instant burn.
Yeah. Well, we cook at a lower temperature, right? And it's also about heat distribution, okay? So you've got an iron skillet embedded in each one of these pans, right? So it does everything that an iron skillet does,
Okay.
but you don't have to season it or do all that kind of stuff.
Right, okay.
And then wrapped around that, you've got 3 layers that distribute the heat, and then you've got another 3 layers of T316 surgical stainless around the outside.
Okay.
So it's the highest grade of stainless steel in the world, the same stuff that your hip and knee replacements are made of, your heart sinks are made of that stuff too.
Oh, okay.
So it keeps it all nice and safe
Right,
and
right, right.
sanitary, but the secret is all about even distribution of heating. Your oven, John, is a waterless cooking environment. You don't throw buckets of water into the oven, do you?
No.
No, but it is an even cooking environment, so it cooks evenly all the way around. Picture, like I said, a little miniature oven on top of your stove. So you save a lot of money on your gas or your electric bill. Our studies have shown you save about $1 a meal when you cook this way.
Whoa.
So 1 meal a day,
Okay.
$7 a week,
Yeah.
$365 a year.
Yeah.
If you're cooking 2 meals a day over 5 years, you're going to save about $4,000. So it's an appliance. We like to call it an appliance because it's an appliance that actually saves you money and pays you back over time.
Okay.
So, and like I said, we've got a forever warranty. People come to my show that have had our product for 70, 80 years. They've
Right.
got it from their grandmothers and they've passed it on
Right, right.
down. So it's an heirloom quality product, so you pass it through. And it's not cheap. It's
No.
not cheap, but the fact that it pays you back makes it the most inexpensive cookware in
Right.
existence because it actually pays you back. But you
Okay.
buy quality, you cry once. You buy the cheap stuff, you buy
Right.
it, you cry, you cry,
Well,
you
you're
cry.
constantly buying new stuff because none of it ever holds up. Now, is this good for all cooktops like induction, gas, electric?
Yes, yes, and yes.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it's induction is the wave of the future. I think induction and gas in the future are going to be the only 2 cooktops that exist over time because the electric's going to go away. We're induction friendly, been induction friendly for many, many years. So our cookware is magnetized,
Right.
and induction is a lot more efficient, and our cookware works wonderfully on it. But we've got all kinds of cool features with the cookware. We've got flame guards, because this stuff is industrial grade. So it's got flame guards in the handles. The handles are stay cool handles. They go right inside the oven. It's oven and dishwasher safe. It's got all kinds of neat features which you'd never find on regular
What about
cookware.
cleaning?
Well, you know what? Everybody asks that question, and it cleans up fabulous. The only time you'd ever go high with our cookware is designed to go medium to low. right?
Okay.
You don't want to go high with it. You don't need to go high with it, right?
Most guys, right?
Yeah.
Most guys I know, stick it on high, stick the thing on there, and hope to God it doesn't burn.
Oh my gosh, you're such a guy,
right?
Yeah,
It's like, hey, I can burn anything really well.
All guys will do the high thing, right?
Right,
But
it's
the
high.
only time you'd ever go high with our cookware, you can't hurt it. You
Right.
can go super red hot with our product, and you can plunge it into ice cold water,
And it won't warp?
It won't warp. It won't bend. It won't buckle. And if anything ever does happen to a piece of our cookware, we'll replace it forever for free. And that's not just your life. You pass it on to the kids. Okay,
Right.
it's for their life too.
Life
okay?
of the pot.
Exactly.
Or the
exactly.
cookware.
Yep. I've replaced cookware that is much older than me. So, and I love that every time I do a show,
Right.
I get people coming into my audience that have had the cookware forever, and they sell the cookware. And that's not me. It's not
Right.
me. All I do is listen to them, and they tell me how much they love it, and and it's not just that it's a good quality product; it's an heirloom quality product. So
Yeah.
when this gets passed from grandma down to her granddaughter,
Yep.
all the memories that have gone with that cookware get passed down too. So every time she uses it, she thinks, "Oh my gosh, Grandma used this cookware. This just came from Grandma." So it becomes that extra entity at the dinner.
Yeah.
Because it's always there and it's a constant. And I love these folks. The average American replaces their cookware every 3 to 6 years. Yeah.
Funny you say that. Just literally this year, I went, I got to buy new stuff. I should, and here I see this product all the time, and I know that if I would have over the last 10 years,
Oh my gosh,
just bought that, I would have never bought anything.
You'd save thousands.
Other than
of dollars.
being, I'm the high cooker guy.
Yeah. No, you can't hurt it. You can't hurt it. But you would save thousands of dollars buying it once. But it's not just the savings. People invest in our product, John, because of health. The number one reason they get our product is health. So you're not just going to, cut down on the, the price of the cookware that you buy over the years. It's also the times you go to the doctor, because when you start cooking without water, you're maintaining 98% of the nutrients and all the flavor too.
Right.
What you're doing is you're bettering your health. You're getting all the nutrients. You're maximizing the fullest potential of your vegetables, right? And with the meats too. During my show, I'll cook a frozen chicken breast, a pork chop, or a steak, throw it in a pan with a couple potatoes. I put the lid on, I season it up. No oils or butters because you don't need it. You don't need it. And I'm a big garlic freak, love garlic. And you season it up, you put the lid on. 10 minutes later, you got a fully cooked meal. Baked potato, fried potato, southern fried chicken.
That's awesome.
And I always get these folks to talk, well, I need a coated cookware for my eggs. Because we're the highest grade of stainless steel in the world, it's very dense. So I cook an egg every show. Every single show.
And it doesn't stick.
And it slides around like it's on ice, And so we've got all the benefits of the crappy Teflon that you're going to get at Bed Bath & Beyond or Walmart.
The problem is with the Teflon is we've all eaten Teflon. They say that, other than the Aborigines and people like that, that every person on this planet has got a certain amount of plastic in them because of Teflon and Teflon-like products and cooking everything in a microwave in plastic bowls.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's crazy how much we didn't know, and how much re-education that we're doing right now. Because a lot of folks, are still cooking on that, So, and guys, whether you get our cookware or not, if you're cooking on something that's coated, your Rachel Ray's, your Emerald Lagasse's, your Wolfgang Pucks,
the diamond plate.
Yeah, get rid of that stuff and get a good set of stainless steel. But stainless steel by itself, John, is not a good cookware.
No,
because stainless steel does not conduct heat. We've got certain elements in our cookware. We've got 7 different layers.
Right.
There's 8 million pounds of pressure that bonds all those layers together, right? And that's part of the reason that it costs as much as it does, because the production process is very extensive.
Yes.
So, when you cook like this, it evens out that heating.
Okay.
But just stainless steel by itself, not a good conductor of electricity. So you need something in the middle that's going to distribute the heat. So whether you get our cookware or not, get a good set of stainless steel cookware that's got some other elements in it that distribute the heat. Kitchen Craft, obviously I'm the guy that sells it, but I love this cookware. I use it every single day. It's industrial grade. Lots of chefs use it as well too. And we're at every home show, every fair that you go to,
Everywhere I go, unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to talk to you down in Fort Myers because you had another young man that was down there. And I'm just amazed at watching you guys cook, because my brain says you either got to have oil, butter, or water or something in that pan before you put any product down there. And then I watch you guys, like your crowd here in Ocala has been off the
Phenomenal,
hook.
man.
I mean,
Phenomenal.
you can't get. So where we're at, we're right across from you, kinda, because we have a T-Mobile guy that's in the middle of us right here on the back side of their truck. You can't get through the aisle when you're cooking. I'm like, man, I can tell when you're cooking. Hey, I can hear you, but then all of a sudden the traffic comes around it. And over here, I'm like, wow, that is so good. So, hey, look, if you're looking for a good product, I should know better. I I'll probably wind up getting some product. That if you're looking for some product and you're good, we've had his information on below. His lower thirds have been there. We've showed you the website. Feel better, cook better, right? And just, know that you're putting something in your body that's not been contaminated by your cookware. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Huge deal. Hey, stick around, everybody. We'll be back. We got more great vendors from the Ocala home show up here it's in Ocala.
We're in Ocala.
We're at the Equestrian Center, which
Beautiful
is
here,
so
man.
awesome.
Beautiful here. Yeah.
We'll be right back after these messages. Hey, we're back. I've got Christine from Ocala Carpet and Tile. So, carpet and tile. It's it's the basis of your house, correct?
Yes, it is.
Let's talk about Ocala Carpet and Tile.
Okay, well, we are a company that's been around for over 30 years, located in Ocala, Florida. We are just south on 441.
Okay.
So just a few miles out from the main center of Ocala.
Right. So, carpet and tile, that's just a very big, broad term, right? Mm-hmm. So let's talk about if we have enough time, all the products.
Okay, well, we carry all products. We carry Shaw, we carry Mohawk, Southwind, Mannington,
Okay.
Armstrong, your basic things, Dow Tile. The list is just, we have
Enormous,
such
right.
a nice variety in our
So
store.
in Florida, is so the new trend that I'm hearing is we're going to pull all the carpet up and we're going to put tile down because everybody's tired of traipsing in and out and carpet and whole 9 yards. So what do you have? Is there a trend now?
Yes, there is a trend. Ever since COVID hit, most people are very concerned about bacteria.
Right.
Okay, so tile is one of the cleanest factors that you can have in your home. You can have very 1/8 inch grout joints, but if you have other products like vinyl and carpet, those all can catch dirt and bacteria. Just think, when you come in out the street and you walk in on that carpet, you're carrying those germs that you carry from the street in there.
Right.
And so it's all surface there.
Okay.
But tile is something that you can mop and steam clean, and you can use things like vinegar and water, which is a natural disinfectant.
Right.
So we're finding an uptrend very big in tile. People are remodeling their whole homes to make it open concepts.
Right.
And so we have a very large variety of tile just because of that.
But getting out of bed though in the morning, you don't want that cold floor. I like that feel of carpet. And if I had my way about it, it'd be old shag. I mean, that really heavy shag, because that was just cool. But I guess Berbers and low pile, correct? I know it's not. It's a short pile, correct?
Yeah.
That's kind of it's still a big product in the Florida that I understand.
No.
We're going back to shag? Are you telling me good news? We're going back to shag carpeting?
Yeah. So what most people are doing with tile is they're having area rugs because they want things that they can wash.
Okay. Yes.
Have cleaned pretty fast.
Right.
So that trend is kind of shift, and we also offer in our company, we offer Schluter Dietra heat. Now we're in northern Florida. So in northern Florida, we get cold. Feels like 4 seasons. We get 20-degree weather.
Yeah.
And it is cold when you get out on tile. If you get a little bit older, like me, you feel it a little bit. So we offer Dietra Heat. It's a heating system that goes underneath your tile. And you can set your own settings for it. It could be as warm or as cold as you want.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so now I know up north where we come from, we put the tubing underneath our wood floors. It keeps them from warping so much, and it does heat the house. I didn't know you could do that with tile.
Yes. They have it's a system where it's set in like a waffling system. It acts as a crack suppression paper for your tile, because we live in Florida.
Right.
Florida, the average concrete takes 28 days to cure.
Yes.
They don't build homes and cure that concrete for 28 days.
No, they do not.
So what happens? Your house settles because we're on sand.
Yep.
So
we're a big
you're going to have
anthill.
those nice San Andreas bolts eventually through your tile. So we don't do tile without doing a crack suppression paper. So we do it right. But in that crack suppression paper, you have grooves where you can line this little tubing that is heat. It's called Dietra Heat.
Dietra. Now, is it electrical or is it okay? So it's not like it's water. I know there's some systems you put in, and it's hot water that gets run through there.
No, it's electrical, and it's also everything that is done with the Dietra and Schluter system is waterproof. It is your 100% warranted product. It's from Germany. It's an amazing product.
So you kind of touched on my next question is do you have your own internal installers?
Yes. I'm very proud to say at Ocala Carpet and Tile, we really pride ourselves on our quality craftsmanship. And so we've had some installers that are with Ocala for more than 20 plus years.
Whoa, that is awesome.
That's a huge thing.
Because most of the time, I don't mean to interrupt you, but that's one of the biggest things is you'll get carpet from somewhere, and then you get a crew that is a bunch of guys that really they're just subcontractors.
Right. Well, exactly. We hear that story all the time, and I would be a rich woman if I had a quarter for every time someone came in and said that to me. You either get people that just don't show up, you're putting your money out there, they don't finish the work, or they just don't care about the work.
Right.
That's not what Ocala Carpet and Tile is about. We're all about our quality craftsmanship. Our guys take pride in their work.
That's
We
awesome.
don't have to go back and do repairs. We don't have to go back on our products, which is nice because we do it right the first time.
So what area do you cover? Just the Ocala, or do you kind of venture out a little bit more?
No, we do venture out.
Yep.
We go to Denellen. We go to Citrus Springs. We've been as far down as Orlando, as far up as Jacksonville.
Really?
Yes.
So you really do. So, and that speaks volumes to know that people that you may not be right in the backyard for them, but they're willing to have you guys come down because you show up, you do the job you're supposed to do, you do it well, you don't have a lot of repeats going back. That is absolutely phenomenal.
Yes. Our guys are clean cut. They show up on time. They are such perfectionists at the job. And at Ocala Carpet and Tile, we are about our customer service. So we want you to walk out and feel like your family, because you're investing in that project that you're doing. That's an investment for a lifetime, and it's a costly investment. So we
Right.
take serious what your designs and everything.
Are you jumping in on the inbound sales? So if someone's building a house, you go, look, this is what we can put in there? Or are you guys finding that you're going in back and retrofitting? So you're going like, I bought a house, I really didn't like it. It came with new stuff, but it's really not what I want.
Well, we get both. We get both those sides.
Okay.
So we get new construction. We get people that have just, this market. I mean, everybody's flipping homes, and
Right.
there's not enough homes to get into.
Right.
So they're moving in sight unseen, some of them, and they come to us and they're like, look, we want to update this. We want
Right.
to renovate. And I also do designing.
Okay.
So when they come, they see me. I can help them design and put together what their dream kitchen or bathroom or their home is going to be. We also have great estimators that can show them, read blueprints and show them what it's going to be like.
Right. Okay, so the ultimate question is, how far out are you? And is getting carpet for you guys an issue right now in the whole world of coming out of the COVID?
No, actually, carpet right now, because we are Color Care Center, we usually can get carpet pretty fast.
Okay.
So, and we also stock. We have a huge, not just a huge showroom, but we have a really nice warehouse.
So you're not going, okay, yeah, this is the carpet you want. It'll be about a month before it comes out of Dalton or wherever that carpet's
Right.
coming. You actually warehouse as well.
Yes. And usually, like I said, with carpet, we can get that pretty fast. Tile too, just depending on the stock. But we keep up with that.
Right.
We encourage people. In fact, at this show, we've had more people saying, I'm dried in now, and should I come to you now with my blueprints and start looking at things? I said, absolutely. We can read those. We can help you put together what your dream is, what
Yeah.
your forever home wants to look like.
Okay.
And then they can start ordering, so that way when they're ready to start that process of installation.
So you almost just answered my next question. So what makes you better than the box stores?
I will tell you, first of all, our Google ratings. We are all strong fives. We are week to week strong fives. These are real customers. They are not paid customers.
Right.
So that's one thing that sets us apart. It's hard to keep a 5 Google rating.
It is.
Really is.
It is.
But we go above and beyond the extra mile. Our installers care. You won't find installers out there that are in the construction field.
Right.
They show up when they want to.
Yep.
Our guys don't.
Okay.
They're clean, they're tidy, they're wearing shirts that represent our company. They want you, they develop a rapport with the customer. Most construction men, I'm just here, don't bother me.
I'm just here to do the job. Let me get my job done and let me get out.
Exactly. No, our guys develop that rapport. When they first come on to the job site, the very first thing they ask is, tell me your vision. Tell
That's
me
awesome.
what you are expecting to get out of this, because they can come into the store and we can tell the installer the vision, but they need to hear it from the customer.
Right.
So that's kind of how we roll. And one thing I'm very honored to say, we just won the annual flooring contract for the University of Florida.
Wow.
Go Gators. That is a huge deal
Yeah.
for any flooring company. And that's another thing that sets us apart. So I'm very proud to work for this company. and be in this company. I work for a great man, Mr. Doug Easters.
Which is standing right over there watching us.
He is. I really wanted him to do this.
We couldn't get him on here.
But I couldn't be more prouder.
Good.
You know, and it's a great company to work for, and customers. It's a great, friendly home atmosphere to shop at. You're going to come in. There's no high pressure. We're not on commission. We're only here to help you find your vision and help you design it. We bring your designs to life.
Well, thanks for stopping by this morning.
Sure.
I'm glad. So we were a little worried the first day here. We couldn't do any interviews whatsoever because the floor was packed.
Oh, yes.
And it's already starting to get packed again. So I'm sitting there going, oh, my, we got to get some more people. But thank you for stopping by.
No problem.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
watching this segment. Hey, we got more coming from the Ocala Home Show up here in the World Equestrian Center. I got to make sure I say
Yes.
that correctly.
Please
because
come
this
see
is a
us.
beautiful,
Come see
beautiful
us
place.
at Ocala Carpet and Tile, 3920 South Pine Avenue. And I'm going to give you our phone number, 352-351-4223. Give us a call.
There you go. So thanks for watching, and we'll be right back with more great vendors as soon as we can get them off the floor. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, we're back, and you know what? Everybody loves countertops, right? I
Yes,
do.
sir.
I think they're awesome. And so I got Gabriel and I got Nixon, right? And they're with Nixon Granite. So I walked by yesterday and I'm like, wow, that's really cool. That's terrazzo. I figured this was a floor sample. And he goes, nope, that's glass. And I'm telling you, oh my God, that is heavy. That is absolutely gorgeous, but it's made of glass.
Yes, recycled glass.
Recycled glass.
Yes.
Well, yeah. And why has this become a thing now?
Well, it's a solid surface, it's low maintenance. The recycled glass follows the same criteria as the quartz countertops, which is also known as an engineered stone. So basically, it's just a different type of engineered stone, like all the other quartz countertops.
Okay. And this is something that's produced now because we're trying to clean the landfills out, basically?
Yes. You take the bottles, glasswork, chip them up, mix them up with some resin and some pigments to give it unique color, make it into a solid surface under extreme heat and pressure, and then they follow the same specifications as the slabs of granite.
Okay, let's talk about Nixon granite. You guys, I mean, I first thing out of the box, I wanted to talk about this. Is very cool, but you guys are, I mean, you're. And I can say this because of my channel. You guys are badasses because
we try to be.
Yeah, I mean, you start from the home to the remodel, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Let's talk about that.
Well, the way our business concept works, we are geared to service new builds for contractors, cabinet shops, but we also are geared to the end user, which is the homeowner.
Right.
And basically, we pride ourselves in our customer service, but more importantly, as to how we fabricate and install the product.
Okay.
Because you're investing a pretty penny, whether it's $1,000 or $100,000.
Right.
You want a good product. You want to know what the pros and cons of that product are. So we sell a lot of granite and quartz. The difference is that we actually polish all exposed edges on the underside of our countertops for a nice, smooth feel.
Which is unheard of. Absolutely unheard of.
In this area, it's unheard of, but other places it's done. We always round our corners so nobody has any safety issues dinging up your hips and so on.
Right.
When we do seams, we spend an exceptional amount of time on the seams because in this industry, it's all about the seams. This gentleman here, my partner Nixon, nobody can fabricate and do seams the way he can. He's very
quiet.
Yeah, very conscientious, very customer oriented,
right.
very detail oriented.
Okay.
Therefore, every job that we do, we treat it like it's our own home and try to get it to look as if the way we want our homes. But that polishing underneath is just one of the things. Most homes in this area will have a raised bar that won't come out of one piece.
Right.
Folks will seam it on site. That seam starts working loose over time, and then it doesn't look good. We actually seam it at our shop. We run rods of steel underneath that seam for a real tight seam, and we install it as one piece.
Right.
That seam will never come apart.
That is phenomenal. So I asked that question before we ever sit down and talk. I asked what's more expensive, the granite or the quartz, and what did you tell me?
Granite is still way up there. The exotic granite's more expensive.
Right.
Quartz, basically, if you're gonna get into a level 3 or 4 granite, you might as well go to quartz because of the benefits and features.
Okay. And now where are we getting all of our quartz and granite from? Where are a lot of our exotic stones?
This particular product is U.S. made.
Okay.
This is recycled glass. It's a Ocala. But most of the quartz we sell is from Cambria, which is also U.S. made. So we show U.S. made product first, but we have over a dozen other manufacturers of the quartz product. So it basically comes from all over the world now. But it has to follow the same criteria. It has to be 93% natural quartz, with the other 7% the resin and pigment that bonds it and holds it together. Being a solid surface, it's mold and mildew resistant, stain resistant. Because it's 93% natural quartz, it's harder and more durable than granite. So it makes it low maintenance, and everybody loves low maintenance. You install it and don't have to worry about it. Now granite is still somewhat low maintenance, but because it is somewhat porous, lighter colors being more porous than darker colors, you have to seal it periodically. Light colors, you might have to seal it as much as twice a year. Darker colors every other year. If you don't seal it, you have an accident and spill something that you don't clean up immediately, it's going to stain the stone.
Okay. Now, can you make this as a full countertop?
Yes. Yes, this follows the same criteria as the granite specifications. On the average, most quartz or or this type of material, the size of the stone is 60 inches in height by 130 inches, 125 inches.
Okay.
So it still follows pretty much the same specifications as the granite industry.
So if I've got countertops sitting in my house right now, I'm like, it's time for a change. You guys can come in here and go, this is what you need. You sit down with us and do the whole. Is that how that works?
Yes. And the way we do it, some places will charge you, if it's a 2-slab job or a slab and a half, they'll charge you for both slabs.
Right.
We'll buy both slabs or 3 slabs or 4 slabs, but only charge you for material used, which makes a big difference.
Right.
Then we also educate folks, because a lot of times when they pick a material with movement, where there's veins and fissures, but if your design calls for a few turns, those veins and fissures are going to have to be seamed up and they don't match up.
Right.
So we explain that to the client so that later they're not surprised as to why there's a mismatch there. But more often than not, we'll go out of the way to try to match those up.
So that's going to be my next question. Is when you I love the veins. I mean, it's beautiful, but the more the veins, is it the weaker the stone?
For the natural stone, it is. The quartz industry now has veins, or not. Yeah, they have the veins, but no fissures.
Right.
Nice smooth feel, and it gives it a very natural look. When it comes to the natural stone, the veins and fissures that people love are also the weak points of that particular stone. So what I always tell folks, if you truly want to get natural stone, whether it's quartzite, dolomite, granite, marble, let it be pleasing to the eyes to go with your decor, but then let your hands do all the inspecting. Run your hand up and down those slabs, especially where the veins and fissures are, because if there's any surface deviations or little steps, that's where you're going to find them. And if it's going to bother you on the slab, it's going to bother you once it's set in your home.
That makes a lot of sense. Wow. So do you guys have a showroom, or do you bring everything out to everybody?
We do come out with 12 by 12s. Usually if they call or we call them, we try to find out what colors they're interested in, and we'll show up with granite or quartz samples that are 10 by 10 or 12 by 12s. Ideally, when it comes to granite, you're better off going to the slab yard and picking the stone. If you're interested in quartz, we have a quartz room in our showroom facility with over 12 manufacturers of quartz.
So Gabe, you take care of the client, and then Nixon goes in and goes, let me put this stuff in correctly.
Exactly.
That's awesome. Now, what area of Ocala are you
We
travel?
go all over Florida. We don't advertise. People hear about us, they call us, and if they're willing to pay a trip charge, we'll go out to them and do the work. So we've gone to Tampa, we've gone to Jacksonville, Melbourne,
Fort Myers. So you're really not afraid. That's awesome. So we've had your information up the whole time. So if everybody's looking to if you're building a new home, you need to call Gabe now. Or if you're trying to remodel, now it's time to give you guys a call. The phone number's been down there, the website's been down there, and you guys. How many weeks are out? Are you out?
We're currently 3 to 4 weeks out, but it's slowly growing to 4 to 5 weeks out, and that's worst case scenario. We always give the worst case scenario, and then try to dial it in and do it as quick as possible.
And getting product is not a problem right now.
Well, we call for every color nowadays because the moment you think they have a lot of it is the one time that they'll be running out of it.
Course,
so we make sure that you have the product that's you're interested in.
All right. All right, everybody, you heard that. Give Gabe a call. He'll take care of it. Then you'll send Nixon out. He'll take care of it. He'll take care of the install side of it, and you'll be happier and happier. I don't need to be happy. I love being happy, especially when I always say if Mama's happy, we're all happy, right? On the go.
Yes, sir.
All right, stick around. We got more great vendors coming in. We're at the 2022 Ocala Home Show. We'll be right back after these messages. All right, we're back. We're going to square you up with Straight Line Construction. We got Dan. You're the owner, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, Dan's friend. Don't look at the walls. All I can say, because it's like this, and I'm a homemade carpenter.
There you go.
I couldn't do I could not do a 90-degree angle to save my life. You can look at it. Don't look at it though. But you're the big boys.
Yes, sir.
Right. And so let's talk about the Straight Line Construction.
So Straight Line Construction, we help people love where they live.
Okay.
My background, and I share this with everybody I meet with, I'm a University of Florida graduate, roughly 12 years ago.
Just stop the cameras. No, I'm just kidding.
That's all right. That's all right.
I don't know the difference.
So
I'm not from here.
University of Florida graduate,
Okay.
School of Construction. It was about 12 years ago now.
Wow.
And so I was classically trained to manage large commercial construction projects.
Okay.
I also got a minor in business while I was there. But soon after graduating, I got the job as I was classically trained to do, which was construction management.
Right.
Well, within 6 months of that, I learned a valuable lesson. And that was, if you wanted to work for a moral and ethical contractor, you were going to have to go in business for yourself.
Yep.
And so I tease people. I said, I understand that calling a contractor out to your house is about as much fun as taking your car to the car mechanic.
Yes.
You kind of reluctantly hand over the keys, clutch your wallet, and hope they don't take all your money.
That's correct.
And if you haven't experienced it, you know somebody that has.
Yeah.
So the three things that we want to do for every client when we meet with them is show them, not just tell them, but show them that A, we want to be your construction concierge. Okay. To elaborate more on that, it's more of, we want to educate you. We want to inform you.
Right.
We want to make sure that we're give you some ideas as far as design. It's transparency. With that information and education, you can then advocate for your own dollar and decide how you want to move forward. There's really no pressure.
Right.
So unlike a predatory contractor, we're the construction concierge.
Okay.
The second thing that we do is show you that we put customer service back in an industry that we feel has none.
Right.
And then thirdly, we understand that every client is on a budget. Whether you've got $10 in your bank account or $10 million in your bank account, doesn't mean you want to put it all in that project.
Right.
And so what we do is we make sure that we show you what things will cost so that then you can give us some feedback on that's a little bit more than we wanted to put into it. Well, let's go back to the design. Let's maybe redesign it.
Yep.
So it's listening to our clients and making sure that we give them the information so that they make decisions and advocate for their own dollar.
So are you from the ground up, or do you go and do remodel?
We truly can do everything.
Okay.
But what we try to do is focus on what we're good at, and what we're good at is interior remodeling.
Okay.
The main reason for that is basically it takes 6 skilled craftsmen to do an interior remodeler. Mm-hmm. We need the electrician, we need the plumber, we need the craftsman, maybe the flooring guy, drywall and paint.
Right.
And so it's less things to have to execute on.
Okay.
And we're able to do those things very well. When we do new construction, it'll take maybe 30 to 40 different tradesmen. So we focus on and specialize on interior remodeling.
Right.
But what we do is at no cost, we come out and we do the design. We help you select your materials. And we again navigate the budget channels.
Right.
Another thing we just brought in we're really excited about, when somebody knows what they want but doesn't have all the money readily available, or let's just say doesn't want to take it out of areas that it's making them a bunch of money.
Yep.
We've got access to what I'm kind of teasing people and telling them it's free money. And that's 12 months, 0% interest on anything you want. And we'll get that financing for you. Maybe you can go ahead and go to the bank and get this and get that, but it takes a while.
It does.
And maybe you only need an extra 10 or 20 grand. Right? It's a lot easier to get that money from other companies that we have access to than maybe approaching the bank. So we're also helping clients pay for it as well. But as far as where we specialize is basically from the outside walls in, we can help you get that figured out. And these 3-dimensional renderings really help give you, people say I'm visual. We're really good about helping giving that vision and getting those answers to you.
Because typically the bones are good.
Correct.
It's just the inside. You're like, I've been here for 10 years and it needs to be refreshed.
Exactly. And so what happened when COVID hit is basically you can't escape your home that you don't love and go to work. We're working from home now. So now you're looking at these 4 walls.
Everything.
You're looking at that kitchen. You're looking at that bath. You're looking at that paint. You're looking at the flooring.
Yeah.
And so what it ends up happening is I don't really love where I live.
Right.
And what we're here to do is help you love where you live. And furthermore, okay, you're moving into the area, right? I know what I want. Guess what? It's not on the market right now.
No.
Where we used to have 4,000 and 5,000 homes available for you to tour, we're down to like maybe 700, 800. And so a lot of times it's the area you want, it's the price point you want, but the interior is not the way you want it. And so we like when people call us and say, I'm thinking about buying this house, but here are the things I don't like about it.
Right.
And what better way to have me come out with my design software and my team, redesign the house within an hour. I can go ahead and redraw the house into a 3D tour and tell you exactly what that will cost. With that knowledge, you now have power, okay? You can also negotiate that purchase price, possibly, with the money you know you're going to have to invest.
Right.
And it informs the client, and the service is free. And that's like to say, we're not looking to oversell what we do.
Right.
We're going to give you information. If you feel like we're a good fit, then choose our services.
Right.
But we really do specialize on that redesign of an interior space, whether it's a home you lived in for a while, or mom's house that you're now moving into, or whatever the case may be. Again, we help you love where you live.
Are you strictly Ocala, or do you travel out a little bit?
We travel a bit. We do have an office in Gainesville.
Okay.
We have an office in Ocala, and we have a sister store in Tampa. And so I would say we're coast to coast, Tampa all the way to Lake City. And so Hillsborough County, Pinellas, Marion County, Alachua County, Lake County, Levy County.
Wow.
We're out in...
You're not afraid to go a little ways to do some work.
And here's the best part. Let's say you've got a project. I'll even go as far as saying it's out of state, okay? Nothing stops us from getting the design done for you, getting the materials that you need for you, and getting it to that installer that you know. So let's just say you're in rural Georgia, okay? And I got somebody that I trust to do the install, but we've got no access to the materials that we need.
Right.
We can still do this design consult if you'll just take the measurements for us, get you everything that you need, and have it drop shipped to your house on a pallet, and they'll roll it right in.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, from lighting.
I don't know anybody that does that.
And it's something that we're really encouraging. You know, maybe you're not doing your remodel. Maybe you're a contractor. Does a really good job, and maybe you only have access to Lowe's or Home Depot. Right. Or like I said, rural Georgia, you got to drive an hour to get there.
Yes, you do, or longer.
Yeah,
I know.
I mean,
I've been there.
My dad and I remodeled a house that we own in Mississippi, and I said, well, this isn't going to be hard. We'll just, go to the place that sells the stuff. It's not here.
Nope.
And so we really look forward to, helping remodelers, helping flippers, helping wholesalers. We help people love where they live or get the materials they need to do so. Okay. And so, the construction concierge concept is very broad.
Yes.
And no matter what your needs are, we truly want to help you. And what I realized very early on, and this is where, going back to what I said earlier about getting into the industry, and if you're going to work for a contractor you can know, like, and trust, you're going to have to start your own company.
Right.
I want to make sure that I help people get what they need. And I realize it's a relationship-based business.
Right.
And although you may not have the biggest project I'm going to sell this year, you may not even need my services. I did your design, you just decide not to execute on it. I want that experience to be one that you want to tell other people about.
That right there is it. I may not use you, but I may know 4 or 5 guys that need you. I mean, need you. And next thing you know, I was able to drive business to you. And then down the road, I'm like, and then they're all like, oh, Dan did a great job. You should really use them. Then I'm like, okay, you know what? That just changed my mind. Now I commit.
And here's the best part. So when I get people, well, I don't know, it's something, we don't like our kitchen, all right? And we may do it, we may not, and I don't think we're going to do it this year. Okay, let's go out and look at it. But I just said I don't want to do it this year. So there's a chance you're going to do it eventually, right?
Right.
Well, yeah, how much is that? Well, nothing if I come out. And here's the reason. I want an opportunity to show you what I'm capable of.
Right.
And show you what we deliver. And when you realize there's no obligation, and you know what? The fact of the matter is maybe there is only a 10% chance you buy. But guess what? The next time somebody says, oh, man, I'll tell you what, I'm trying to get somebody to come out. They won't come out. They won't give me a price. I don't feel comfortable. Wait a second.
Got to call Dan.
I met with this guy, Dan.
Yeah.
Did you use him? Well, no, because I'm not ready to do my kitchen. But let me tell you, they came out, they did a design, they informed me. This is the things I want people to, the feedback, like, I felt informed.
Yeah.
I felt educated. There was complete transparency when it came to costs.
No pressure, right?
No pressure. I tell people, I said, first and foremost, you're not buying today. We're not signing a contract today. Everybody sit back and relax. And the one other thing that COVID did for us is reaching those people in rural Georgia, right? Mm-hmm. It's the Zoom calls, okay? Yeah. Google Meets. I don't care what virtual platform you're talking about. What we encourage people to do is take your smartphone, take 4 photos, all right? Stand in the center of the room, take a photo, turn 90 degrees, take another photo, and spin around.
Right.
If you know how to use video and send it to us, send us a video.
It's even better.
Send it to us, okay? Mondays, for instance, I sit in front of my computer from noon till 9 p.m., and every 30 minutes I meet with a new client, and it is a free consultation to get you started, okay? If what we're saying sounds, and you're relaxed, you're sitting on your couch, sitting at your house, whatever the case may be. Right. Maybe you're still at work on a lunch break. It doesn't really matter. We want to exchange information to get the ball rolling, okay? Right. Now, if what we're telling you sounds like this is something you want to execute on in the next 90 days, then we schedule an appointment to come out. But guess what? I'm not coming out blind. You told me you want to move a load-bearing wall. Well, guess what? I'm going to bring my draftsman or structural engineer with me. You told me you had a complex plumbing situation, electrical situation. Well, guess what? He's coming. Here's my favorite one. Dan, we're getting ready to move. We recognize that we want to maximize the value. We're going to remodel for purposes of sales. I'm going to bring a realtor with me.
Oh, my.
She's probably going to suggest that we make some simpler decisions because we don't want to overinvest. What better way than have an independent third party write the scope of work? Because guess what? It's no longer your house. And it's not my house. We're not designing your dream home. We're trying to appeal to the next consumer. Correct. Let's bring an expert in who's dealing with those consumers. And it actually, on a trying to get a high-end sale, meaning I'm trying to, let's just say somebody, we can usually execute simpler, but then you're getting something that's more suited to what you need, because what you said was, I'm just trying to fix it up to sell it. So we don't need to overdo the remodel.
Right.
And so although I have designs for that and ideas for that, because I buy some properties that are in dilapidated states where we refurbish them and then sell them, I have an idea. I would love a third party who will be able to give you advice on what those potential buyers are requesting and need. And sometimes what you thought you were going to have to do is not something that is needed, because they'll tell you that the end buyer is not going to require that.
Right.
And so, again, it's back to honesty, transparency, and making sure that we give you what you actually need. We listen is basically what it amounts to.
Okay, sold. You're going to build me a house. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Dude, that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know a lot of people, and you're the first contractor that has ever said, I'm a concierge and I'm there to help you get to the process. It ain't gonna cost you anything.
This is about relationships.
Normally, that's the first thing. Well, I'm coming out, and then you got to pay for my time.
And I'll speak boldly. Anybody that wants to charge you for their services when it comes to the estimating before you end up signing a contract, they don't have confidence in what they're getting ready to do. And if we're a good fit, great. But if not, but I'll be honest with you, we work with 80% of the people we meet with because of our honesty.
Right.
And that's something that we take a lot of pride on. There are still morals, values, integrity, respect, rapport. It's out here. You just gotta have to search high and low, a little harder to find it. Yeah. But that's what we embody. And that's the reason why at 23 years old, when I was getting into the project management world, I looked around, I didn't like what I saw. And I decided I was going to do something that I could be proud of. I was going to do something that if my mother or my friend or my neighbor, they would want to recommend me. Yes. And I didn't feel like the road that I was having to go down, I didn't want to be another contractor nobody could trust.
As famous words say, you see a need, you fill a need.
And I saw it.
And you did it.
And I saw it.
There you go, folks. So look, if you're looking to remodel, Dan's your man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give that man a call. Information has been there the whole time. All right, so we're getting close to being closed up, and I'm going to got 3 or 4 more vendors coming in here, so we're going to get them in here. Stick around. We'll be right back after these messages.